today we'll be learning how to draft a baggy pants. So I'm gonna to cut out my piece, and while cutting it, I used 18 inches. I used 18 inches to fold. So my fabric is on fold. I cut out 18 inches, and for the length now, this is it. I just went to cut it out like so. So now, to get started, the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw out my borderline. So I'm going to draw out my borderline here. I'm going to draw out my borderline. So you can see, so this is my borderline. So now, next time we're going to do is the measurement I'll be working on is 39. So 39 plus 2 inches is going to give me 41 inches. So guys, this is the elastic I'll be working with. It's let's say it's close to 1 inch. So it's 1 inch, so I'll be using 1.5 as my band then, or you can use 2 inches depending on how wide you want the band to be. But since I'm making use of a 1 inch elastic, I'm going to be using a band of 1.5. So you understand? I'll be using a band of 1.5. So that being said, so from my measurements, I said I'm using 39 inches as measurement, plus 2 inches, which is going to give me for the folding at the down part. So 39 plus 2 inches is going to give me 41 inches. So from that 41 inches, now I'm going to reduce minus 1.5 for my band. So I'm taking 1.5 away from my band. So try to do just that now. I'm going to remove my 41.1.5, which is here, and 41. You can see. This is our length now we are working on. So now, after that, make sure we're removing 1.5 that I'll be using for our band. Now go ahead to mark my my waist to hip line. I'm going to mark my waist to hip line. Don't forget to remove the 1.5 here. I'm going to mark my shoulder to hip. So I'm working on waist to hip rather. Waist to hip of 9 inches. So 9 inches, I'm going to mark it. 9 inches. This is it here. Guys, mark 9 inches, which is here. 9 inches. Then for the crouch length, you go ahead to say your hip measurement divided by 4 plus 3 inches, since you are working on a baggy pants. So you have 3 inches to your hip measurement divided by 4. So I'm working on the hip of 42 divided by 4. That is 10.5. 10.5 plus 3 inches is going to give me 13.5. That's mark 13.5, which is here. So while marking the 13.5, be adding this half an inch to join from this main bodies to the band. You understand? So you add extra half inch to join the band to the body. So now, yeah, instead of marking this 9 inches, I'll go to mark 9.5, which is it here. 9.5. This is it here. 9.5. This is 9.5 here that we're marking. This one is 9.5. Then I said the crouch length is 13.5 plus the half inch for the joining. That's going to give me 14. So I'm going to mark 14 here, which is there. 14. And this is our 9.5. So let's try it for right now. Now this is 14 inches. Don't forget we added the half inches, which is going to be for the joining of the band to the main fabric. So this is the hip line, this is the couch line, and this may serve as the waistline, and here is the length. So now what we're going to do next is you come to this crouch line here and go ahead to mark your hip measurement divided by 4. Don't forget I said I'm working on the hip of 42 divided by 4. That is 10.5. This is my 10.5 here. This is my 10.5 here. I'm going to mark it here. 10.5. After marking this 10.5, I'm going to add 4 inches extra, or depending on how wide you want yours to be. So I'm adding 4 inches extra because of it's a baggy pants. So let me see if it is for. Let me see what I have will be enough. Not 4 inches. Should be enough for. So for my hip measurement divided by 4, I'll go ahead and add extra 4 inches to give me that baggy effect. So this is it here. So I should have like, okay, so 14.5. So 10.5 will give us 14.5. So this is it here. So this measurement here, I'll take it to the waistline also, which is 14.5. I'll go ahead to mark 14.5 here. Nice. Now go ahead to connect the points together. I hope you can see what I did. Can't see. So don't forget, this is the hip line, this is the crouch line. So you come to the crouch line to get our crouch extension. You guys will see your hip measurement divided by 16. So when I divided mine, I got 2.6. So I'll go ahead to mark my 2.6, 1 inches, 2 inches, 2.6. So this is my 2.6 here. So this is my 2.6. This is what I got. So this is my 2.6 here. Now go ahead to go up by 1 inch here. From this sharp edge, you go up by 1 inch. I go up by 1 inch or 0.75. Let me go up by 0.75, which is there. So go ahead to draw our curve now. Let me make this sharp. So just place the curve. So this is it. So now to get that wide effect at the down part, I decide to take this measurement you have here down to your hem, or you can reduce it. But for me, I'll be using the whole measurement I have. So I'll go ahead to measure what I have here, which is, let's say I'm having like 17.25. I'll bring the measurement here and go ahead to mark it. So after that, I'll connect it to this point here. So basically that was all about the cutting. Now go ahead to use this to cut the back. So let me cut it out for us to see. So guys, this is the back piece. This is the back piece. So for the back piece, you know I said for the front piece I said you should fold using 20 inches, 18 inches rather. For the front we folded using 18 inches. Now this is the back. You are going to fold using 20 inches. You fold your fabric using 20 inches. So now after folding it, cutting it out, you go to place the front piece on it. So when placing it, you are going to make sure there's an allowance at the upper part. So there should be allowance at the upper part and also at the sides here. So now at this point here, on the upper part here, you are going to go up by 2 inches because of this is a big size. So you go up by 2 inches to be able to accommodate the butt at the back. So you go up by 2 inches. So this is my 2 inches here. After marking the 2 inches here, you go ahead to connect it to the side here. So for this pant, the sides are equal. You just come to the center back here and increase it just to accommodate the butt. That's the essence of it. So if you're on a smaller size, you can go ahead to use 1.5 or 1 inch. So after going up by 2 inches here, you come to the side here too and go up by 2 inches. 2 inches. You come to the side there too and out by 2 inches. There too by 2 inches. So go ahead to connect the things together. Let me extend this part. So this is it. Now these 2 inches, you take it down to the hem line. So I'll connect it. So that's all about the cutting of this. Okay, so now I'm going to cut it out. Let's show you. For the front side, we'll be having pockets. This side will be having pockets. So to cut out the pockets, I'm going to mark 3 inches inside. Three inches. There's 3 inches here. And from that, we come down by 7 inches because of our hand. Half over there, 7. That's what they have, 7.5, I guess. So I'm going to mark 7.5. So mark 7.5 for next one. After marking this, this is the 3 inches and this is the 7.5 here. So you guys to just cut it to. So I'm going to cut it out. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut 4 pieces for the pockets. Guys, so I used 12 by let's say 12 by 8.75, 12 by 8.75, 12 by 8.75. That is what I use. So I'm going to take these 2 pieces now, keep these 2 pieces inside and bring in the front piece. So we're going to make sure it is well aligned together. Now I try to follow this shape and cut it. So this is what you have. So this is what our pockets look like. So this is what our pocket looks like. So now for the same part, I'm going to bring, this is the front piece, can you see, and take one of the pockets like this, place it right side facing each other. You place it like this. Can you see? First, go and stitch this like this. You stitch just this place. Let's do it. So you guide to stitch it like this. Let me pin it for you. You stitch it down like this using half an inch or 0.2. So guys, this was what I was telling you. I'm gonna need to stitch it down. So now I'll just go ahead to cut out the excesses there. Can you see? This is it. So I'll turn it to this side like this. I'm going to give yours a good press so that it's going to lay. So this is what you should have. Same thing with the other side. Now you're going to take one part of the second pocket and place it like this. So our pins. So this is going to serve as the pocket bag. This serves as pocket bag. So So this is what you should have, guys. So this is the pocket right there. So you can go ahead to cut out the excesses after stitching, but for now you still leave like this. Can you see? So same thing for the second pocket. Okay, this is one side. Okay. This is the second side. In the front, go ahead to cut out the excesses too. So after that, turn it to the other side. So like we did the other side, we turn it to the other side and place your pocket bag on it. Can you see? Then it's basically just what you did at the first one. We are going to repeat it. So I just want to show you guys. So this is what you should have. After pinning it, you go ahead to close this part here. See, you go ahead to stitch this upper part here. You stitch this side there, you stitch this side there, and also close the side there. Then understand? So that is basically what you want to do. So after stitching it down and return it to the other side, this is what you will have. This is the front piece. I don't know if you can see this side, so this is it. After that, the next thing to do is you go ahead to take the front piece together like so and place it the crochet together. Place the two crochet together like so. So after pinning the two crochet together, go ahead to sew it. Go ahead to sew it using 1/2 inch. Sew the crochet together. So you sew it using 1/2 inch. That is for the front. You also bring in the back piece and do the same thing on the back piece too. So this is our back piece. You go ahead to stitch the crochet side using 1/2 inch. You stitch it using 1/2 inch. So I'll go ahead to do that and come back to show you. So guys, this is what I told you to do. I'm going to have to join the crochet side together and I'll press the seam open. So this is the front piece and the same thing as the back piece. I'm trying to show that the crochet side together. The two crochet sides, I'm gonna have to stitch them together, front and back. Now, so this is the front pocket, can you see? And this is the other side pocket. So now I'm going to place the back and front together. So when you place the front and back together, automatically the back is going to be wider than the front. So don't panic. It's going to be wider than the front. So I just have to do, just make sure you place the two sides together. It's the side that you just go and then place together. So I'll go ahead to pin them down and come back to show you. This is it. I'm going ahead to stitch everything. Like I said, I've joined the crouch side, the two front and the back. I'm also going to have to join the sides together. So this is the side and also the down part. So you can see. So now after joining the sides and the down part, the next thing we're going to do now is you take your tape, your measuring tape, and go ahead to measure what you have on this waistline. You go ahead to measure it round. So what you have, like mine, I had like 57 inches. So now I'm going ahead to cut the band. Don't forget, while we were measuring, I deducted 1.5 for the band. I removed 1.5 from the band. So this is it now. So instead of cutting out 1.5, I added ½ inch to it. That's going to give me 2 inches, because the ½ inch is going to be for the joining of the band to the main fabric. So now, instead of cutting 2 inches again, you go ahead to cut out 4 inch, because our band is going to be on fold. So this is it. I'm going to have to cut out 4 inch. So unfold like this. When you fold it like this, it's going to give us, when you fold it into two, it's going to give us 2 inch. It's going to give us 2 inch, and when it gives us 2 inch, you use the ½ inch to join the band to the main fabric and be able to get our 1.5 inch for the band. Do you understand? So now this is the band. I'm gonna have to cut it out. Now the next thing to do is for the elastic. So I'll be using this 1 inch elastic, like I said. And to get the measurement for your elastic, you go ahead to use your waist measurement. So from your waist measurement, you are going to minus like 2 inch, because this elastic doesn't expand a lot, unlike the smaller unlike the ½ inch elastic. That one expands very well. This one doesn't expand very well. So I'm working on the waist of 39, and I'm going to go ahead to remove 3 inches. So when I remove 3 inches from 39, I'll be left with 36 inches. So I'm going to cut out 36 inches band. 36 inches band. I'm going to cut that out. Okay, this is the band I'm working on. Now the next thing I'm going to do is you take our band and go ahead to give it a good press. So you fold it into two like this and go ahead to give it a good press. But before giving it a good press, you go ahead to join the bands together. So this is it. You go ahead. I'll go ahead to join mine now. You fold it back into two like this. Then go ahead to stitch. Go ahead to stitch. Don't forget, when cutting your band, you are going to add like ½ inch extra to be able to stitch the two ends together. So you add ½ inch extra to your length to be able to stitch these two ends together. So I'll go ahead to stitch mine now, and let me just pin it down for you just to show you what we want to arrive. So let us say I've stitched this down now. After stitching it down, you are going to open it up like this and go ahead to fold it into two. So go ahead to give it a good press. Okay, so guys, this is the band. I've gone ahead to fold it into two and give it a good press. So this is what I have now. Now I'm going to bring the main fabric, the pants rather. This is the front piece. As you can see. So now I go ahead to start stitching. See, I'll place it on it like this. I'll go ahead to pin it round. So after pinning it down, I'm going to leave a space that I'm going to use to insert the band, the elastic. So let me go ahead to sew this right now. I'm going ahead to attach the band to the main body. So this is it. I've attached it to the main body, and I said I'm going to leave some space. So this is the space I left. So from this space now, I'll go ahead to insert my elastic. I've used my resting to hold it, so I'll go ahead to insert it. So guys, after inserting the elastic, this is what I have. So now what I will do next is I'll go ahead, let me remove this. I'll go ahead to stitch this down. Make sure it is very tight so that the elastic will not lose inside. So go ahead to stitch this part down. And after stitching this one, let me use my pinch with it first. So I'll go ahead to stitch it down. After stitching it down, I'm going to adjust the elastic inside the band. Then I'll go ahead to close this up. So I'll go ahead to do that. So guys, I've gone ahead to hem the down part. So instead of sewing it, I went ahead to use hemming gum to hem the down part. So can you see how neat it is now? So this is it. This is the band, the elastic. Can you see? This is a big size. Can you really see what I'm doing? And this is the pocket. This is also the pocket. So that's all about this. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next